Hey guys, sorry about that. Trying a new camera position. Leave in the comments what you think about it. But today we're back for another disc golf in my bag video. So let's get into it. This is my bag. It's a Marine Corps bag that they give you when you just get out of boot camp. I actually got it at a thrift store, believe it or not, and it's worked great for me. Support our troops. So let's jump right into it. Front pocket, I carry 3 putters. First off, I carry I don't know what plastic this is, but it's a PA3. I use it more for, just straight push putts up to the basket and long hyzer putts where I need something that's going to be stable, but not so stable it's going to fly right past it. Good for that. Next up, my Feldberg Zero Hard Plastic Dagger. I use this for jump putts and small flicks up to the basket, and I can also use it for those nice long putts like I use the PA3 for. I use this for everything else. This is a Classic AVR, DX Plastic Classic AVR. Great disc. Alright, let's jump into my mid-ranges. So first up, I have a Innova DX Gator. The Gator is good for nice, kind of drives off the tee where you need something that's going to be really beefy, overstable. Something where you're kind of like, let's say you have a hard tree line or a good dogleg turn where you need something going to go really hard left. I'll flick it, just kind of pop it out of my wrist like that. Just flick it and it'll go and it'll turn hard for me, nice and hard. Harder than any of my other mid-ranges. So that's my real nice overstable mid-range. Next I have a Buzz SS. Of course it's good for nice straight shots and flick shots into the basket when I need something a little stronger. Good for approaches, good approach disc. It's actually a little understable, so I can put this on a hyzer line and flick it and it'll actually come back and kind of anhyzer back over, and most of the time will actually come out of it and finish back left. But I don't actually use this too much on a course. So my Buzz SS. Next up, my Flex Buzz, which you ask most of any disc golfer around, they'll tell you that this is not like a normal buzz, even though it is technically a normal buzz in Flex Plastic. They say it's its own buzz. I believe them. I've never thrown 2 Flex Buzzes that are alike. This one actually was caught, if you look here, and here, it was actually caught in a motorcycle chain. And it's still probably the most overstable buzz I carry in my bag. I use this for nice hyzer putts. I use it for straight putts and anti putts. I have this one shot where I need to kind of do an over the back stance behind a tree, and I can flick it up into the air and it'll land in nice into the basket for me. And it's a good disc to have. It's a good utility discs. All of my buzzes I do trick shots with, and you'll see me in some trick shot videos. You'll see me do a kind of a dark horse, so to speak. Throw shout out to Brody Smith, dark horse, straight dark horse. I actually want to get a dark horse buzz. Brody, hook me up. Next up is a First Run Buzz OS. I have every single type of buzz there is, which is why I want a dark horse buzz. And I support Brody Smith and everything he does. Go check him out. This is a First Run Buzz OS 1.7. Of course I use this for big overstable shots where I don't need something quite as overstable as the Gator, but something definitely more overstable than my Flex Buzz or my other buzz. I'll use this big hard dog legs. I put it on a hyzer line. We have this one course here in Loudon called Loudon, and there's this one hole on the back 9 where it's a hard dog leg through this tunnel shot, and I use this perfect disc, nice and flat, no dome, good, nice little flick, and it'll turn on you. It's a good overstable driver or mid-range. Next, I actually have a regular buzz with a NAAC Blue Lake 2013 tournament amateur championship tournament buzz. I got this out of a misprint pack. I use this for actual drives off the tee where I need a mid-range that's going to go nice and straight. I use it for, I don't actually pretty much ever use this for a mid-range. I actually use it for a drive off the tee where I need something that'll go completely straight and kind of give me almost an S turn, but not quite. It's a good disc for that. Next, I have what used to be a Discraft Stratus. I use this for really huge hyzer flips where I need something that's where I can release it like this and it'll actually pop back up, turn a little bit to the left, and I use this almost more as a driver. I think it actually might be a driver. I'm not sure. Leave something in the comments telling me whether or not I'm right on this. I think it might actually be a driver. I need to do some research, but if it is, let me know. I throw this for big rips. I use it. It's like right behind I consider it a fairway driver. So my fairway drivers, Stratus, big hyzer flips. Next to my fairway drivers, I carry a Shock, MVP Shock. It's good for big drives where you don't need something that's going to go quite as long or as far, so to speak, as a driver, but longer than a mid-range. This one's nice and beefy, overstable, so I can use it, just flick it, and it'll turn real hard, and then it'll come down on this edge and skip. All MVPs, at least most, should skip on you, unless it's like a putter or something. So that's what I use that for. Next up, I carry two Discraft Flicks. I carry a Waterloo. Let's see if I can get this close to the camera for you. Carry a red Waterloo Hancock. It's a Hancock on Waller Creek 36th Annual Disc Golf Classic 2013. Austin Golf Pioneers Champion Tournament, whatever disc. Has a small lip for a flick, but it's really beefy, overstable, but it's a little beat in. I like my flicks beat in. I don't like them like super beefy, overstable like most people. I can just put them on a hyzer line, fix everything. But I use this actually for forehands. That's what I use that for. This flick is actually does not have a flick edge at all and does not fly anything like a flick. I've actually never thrown a disc that flies like this, but I use it for big, just straight rips. And it'll actually kind of go to the left a little bit and then come back on me. Or if I put it on a hyzer, it's just like meat hooks. It'll just come out and it'll come right back. Beautiful disc. I've never found anything like it. Shout out to Luke the Duke. You're my man, dude. He gave me this disc before that flick came into the picture. I really appreciate it, bro. So shout out to Luke the Duke. Next, my MVP drivers. I carry 3 other MVP drivers. I have an MVP Motion, really beefy, overstable driver. I don't know if it's just I don't have the arm speed to throw it or something, but I don't like this disc at all. The only reason I keep it in my bag is because sometimes my mom likes to go with us, and she likes it because it's purple. There you go. Pretty much the only reason why I carry it. I'm a mama's boy. I can't help it. Inertia Proton Plastic. I use this for just open field throws where I can just kind of rip it and it'll give me a little understable turn and come back nice and easy for me. I use this for good, it's a good field shooter. That's all I use it for. This is a Chains for Brain. So you can see the stand. That's a Chains for Brains resistor. I throw this for big, like I can put it on any line, rip it on that any line, and it'll actually come back nice and stable for me, and it'll hit the ground, and this thing skips every single time you throw it. And I use it for big, nice, huge hyzer bombs where it comes back into a skip shot. Great for skips. See what's next in here. I have a Champion Valkyrie. Really beefy, stable for a Valkyrie, so to speak. It's beefy for a Valkyrie. Shout out to anybody that wants to trade me for a Star Valkyrie, hit me up. But this is really stable. It's like brand new. Only been thrown a couple times. Hit me up. It's a 175 Champion plastic. Just leave a link in the comments or video response telling me your number or something, and I'll hit you up. So I don't actually throw that, so that's why I don't have a use for it. Next, I have a Memorial Champions. See if you can see the stamp here. Memorial Championship Nuke SS. Titanium plastic. If any of you heard, I don't know if any else heard this, but Paul McBeth was, I can't remember if it was like a day or two before it, or if it was actually that morning of the memorial. Someone stole his bag, his actual disc golf bag, and they have a $1,000 reward out for it. So guys, go out and find that bag. It's worth it. Because he had to play the memorial with a completely different bag. New discs in it, all new discs, new bag. He had to start all over. So try to find that bag. $1,000, definitely worth it. But this is a Memorial Champion Nuke SS. I use this for big. I kind of throw, if I'm going to do a forehand shot with this, I do this thing that my friend Nathan showed me. And I come up over my head and kind of swing through. And every time I do it, I flatten out. And when I do, I get some crazy distance on it. Or I use it just for straight rips or hyzer flips. And this is pretty much a utility disc. I can use it for anything I need it to. And it'll always come back on me. It never turns and burns. Love the disc. That's a very good stable in the bag. Next we have a that's weird. Okay. Anyway, next we have a Champion Thunderbird. The only thing I use this for is in high wind shots, where I don't trust any of the other discs in my bag to do what I need them to do. I'll throw a Thunderbird, nice stable shot up into the wind. Nice, I'm gonna put it on a little bit of a hyzer line and flick it up, and it's a good wind cutter. It'll chop right through the wind, and it's a guaranteed comeback stable disc. What I use my Champion Thunderbird for. Next, I have a Westside King. Beautiful disc, man. It's a good open field disc, or when you need something to throw over water. Not saying that it's a disc I would like to throw away. Definitely not saying that at all. I'm saying that with the King, the reason why I use it for the uses I do is because I know for a fact that I can get that maximum distance drive with the King, and it'll always land on the shore. And if you rip it right, get a good snap, you'll actually get kind of an S turn out of it, but it just won't do the second S. It'll just kind of go, and then it'll come back nice and easy. So, good disc to have, and really good on distance. Next, we come to my Elites. I have 3 star discs in my bag, and I throw these probably, at least these 2, the most. These 3 right here are the most thrown in my bag. I have all my bag cut up to how far I can throw them. This disc was actually supposed to be in front of the King, and the King was supposed to be behind the turn. Or the Nuke was supposed to be behind the turn, and the King was supposed to be behind the Nuke, and then this was supposed to be behind the King. But for the sake of the video, I put the 3 stars together. This is a Star Destroyer, Avery Jenkins Star Destroyer, 2009 World Champion. Use this for big, beefy meat hooks or good wind disc, just like the Thunderbird, where I need something that I know is going to be even more stable. Turn. I use this for huge hyzer flips. Anything I need a good hyzer flip on, and I don't trust the Stratus, but I need that little extra oomph, I'll throw this. It's a good over-the-water disc as well. And then my Excalibur. This is my maximum distance driver. I can reach back here, pull through, and just rip it, and it'll go 310 plus, and that's my maximum distance. And it's just a great disc. It's always done its job for me. I got it when it was already beat in like this, so it's just been a great disc for me. I can put it on a hyzer line and it'll just hold it. If I can put it on an Annie line, it'll hold it and come back. If I put it just dead straight, it'll ride straight for a little bit and turn. I mean, it's a great disc. Used a lot. So, those are my main discs right here. Main disc you'll ever see me come out of my bag, which is the Turn, the Excal, Nuke SS, and the King. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Click right in the top left to like this video. Makes me happy to see that people actually watch my stuff, because, you know, I'm a disc golf nerd, so not much I do. Oh, any of you that want to see gaming videos, let me know. I have a game recorder especially apps. A lot of people like to watch in-game play on apps. So let me know if that's what you want to see, and I will definitely hook that up for you. I have a game recorder that can record the screen and me at the same time on the app. So let me know if that's what you want, and leave that in the comments below. Hit me up for the Valkyrie. Just let me know what you want, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Oh, also, let me know what you think of the new camera position. Alright guys, see you later.